Hunter. So before we started recording, I just went right off the bat. I was like, you know what? Even though it seemed, Prop Hunter seems easy.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten myself in trouble by saying a band's name wrong,
Of course, yeah.
incorrect. I've actually, I think, I was interviewing, I think Skillet at Incarceration Festival once. And I was like, hey, tell me about this new song you just released. Where they're like, that's not us. And I went, well, I'm going to go jump off a bridge. So,
oh, bro. Oh my gosh. I feel for you.
So I've got myself in, because you never know. You have all these things flying and doing those things, but you sometimes just slip up, and it's fine, and it'll stay in an embarrassing part of my life for a long time, I'm sure. But we get past these things.
Exactly, yeah.
So you guys are, I mean, you're relatively new. I mean, I don't know what I categorize anything from like 3 or 4 years to new is a new
Definitely
band.
New,
but
yeah.
have you done a bunch of interviews, or are you kind of like a couple of sprinkles here and there, or what is
okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. As a band, this is our first interview that we've ever got. So you're popping my interview cherry, bro.
Hey, I like that. I had Melinda go out and grab I said, grab as many bands as you can that need that. I was like, I want to help everybody. I don't care if they have 1 listen, 1,000 listens, 1,000,000 listens. It doesn't matter. And I've been listening to you. So here's the thing: is if anybody that hasn't heard of Prop Hunter, I went down and listened to a bunch of your stuff. And what's underrated, which I love that you guys do, is I want to bring up your, because I was creeping you guys, but
just stopping this.
You've covered one of them. Obviously, they're a giant band, but super underrated, which is fucking, you covered Sweater Weather, correct?
Oh yeah, of course.
That band is insane. Like that record, if you think The Neighborhood is shitty, you're an idiot.
Exactly. See, listen, that's the thing that everybody always says, like, everybody knows Sweater Weather, it's overplayed, blah, 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 whatever. So we kind of like took that and ran with it. And we're like, okay, we're going to make a version of this song that is just it's going to sound totally different than the original, and it's going to like revive it. And that's what everybody says about it.
It's wonderful. You guys did a great job. I know it's like that. You guys have a nice, like, gazy sound about it. And it's very like it's whimsical, which I love. But that record is one of my favorite records. I think top to bottom. Really? I actually think Sweater Weather is one of the worst songs on it. And I love the song. I think it's a great song, but I think out of the
just out of curiosity, then what's your favorite song? Because isn't that record I Love You by The Neighborhood?
I don't want to fuck up. I haven't listened to the record in a while, but I went through that probably count 10 years ago, maybe more, probably 10 years ago. Sure. Right.
Great album though. The Neighborhood. Honestly, my favorite album of theirs is probably Chip Chrome and the Monotones. Have you listened to that one?
No, I will definitely listen to it.
Fantastic.
So I do this thing when if I find something I like, I'll just play it from the top. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you the name of any of the songs, but if all the songs played, I can sing every single part.
Sure, yeah, I believe you, bro.
It is I Love You. That is the record. But after that record, I never listened to any more stuff. But I just know that anything I've ever heard from that band has been A+. Like, they're a great band, and I think you guys take that whimsical, I want to use the word shoegazy, and I don't know why.
I mean, it kind of is, because whenever we formed, we were kind of like, we were saying we were going to be a pop punk band. Yeah. But the thing was, like, we had some pop punk guys, and then we have a metal drummer, really, and then I kind of had this like whole indie vibe going on. So that all kind of combined, and it created this thing that we know as Prop Hunter now. But it's not. Yeah, it's kind of hard to define, But I guess shoegazy is an adjective I would use.
I mean, I see some of your influences. Obviously, I have notes, which is great. I get to cheat a little bit. But I see the influences like Angels on Airwaves, the Killers, the Vaccines and stuff like that. It makes sense, but it's not delineated right from that either. Like, you can tell it has its own thing. live streaming's back. And you know where we're doing it? Over at Roadhounds. And it's fucking free. All you have to do is go to roadhounds.io and you go to the Metal City fucking free zone. That means it's free for you to come watch me be a complete idiot. It's pretty crazy. You can move the controls on your mobile screen with your hand, or you can use a keyboard. Just don't forget to take screenshots of your avatar because I want to see it. You can discover free media inside Rock City. All you have to do is look for some terminals and click on some shit. Now you can learn about all your new favorite bands and all your next new headliners. If you want to join our community of Headbangers, all you have to do is subscribe. So you can get even more content by just subscribing at Roadhounds. So we're going to give you a free Metal City free zone. And then if you want extra super cool, awesome content, you just subscribe. We're going to make a positive difference to our music community. For once, finally, a positive fucking experience. But I do, you know, in a world of like original music, how has it felt to do, because I see you don't have one cover, you have two covers, you know, you have multiple covers. Mm-hmm. Has that helped you guys as a band? Or because do you know the band Our Last Night by any chance?
I think so, yes. I think I've heard of them.
So they get shit all the time for because they do full cover albums, but that band is incredible. Like their original stuff is awesome, but they almost like a cheat code where it's like there's already there's a platform. Like the neighborhood is huge. Like what is the other song? You do Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah, Slide.
So it's like that song is also like that band is huge. So it's almost like you're cheat coding a little bit where it's like that song is a platform, so people are Googling it and finding it. And I love that. I think it's wonderful. But how do you feel about, I know obviously you're new, you're still grinding and stuff like that, but has the cover world been beneficial to you? Or do you guys want to stick with the original?
Here, so I mean, every now and then we want to do covers, like on every other EP or something like that. We love doing covers because it kind of feels like, and to answer your first question, it's been very beneficial, especially with Sweater Weather. Because like you said, people already know the song and we kind of get to put our own spin on it. But honestly, like it's fun doing covers. I love doing them because we kind of get to show people like our roots and where we came from and stuff like that. But like I said before, kind of putting our own spin on it. So we love doing covers. We will probably do them until the day we die. But obviously going forward, we're focusing a lot more on new music. We've got a lot of songs that we're working on right now. We've got some stuff in the works as we speak, you know, that kind of thing.
Are you staying this kind of the same path of like that? You know, I want to say like a Fender Strat. That's like the style of music that I just see as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say take like a Fender Strat and put like humbuckers in it, or like so take like what we have in Lonely Season and like put it on steroids. That's kind of what we're going for.
I like that.
That kind of thing, for sure.
So, you know, what is something that you guys would like the world to know about your band? Like what makes you a little bit different, or not even different? Cause you know, there's tons of music out there, but like if someone was like, if you were like, listen, I'm in this band. That.
Well, listen, one thing that I think I would like people to know about us is that if they come to one of our shows, they're probably going to have the best time they've ever had at a show. One thing that we love to do is we've got like wireless packs in our guitars and stuff like that. And we'll go down and run around in the crowd. We get the crowd to like hold our people up in the air and stuff like that. If we're like in a bar, I usually go and sit at somebody's booth, stuff like that. It will always be a fun time. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. That's for sure.
I think a live show is important when it's like you're developing as a band, because that's what's gonna set you apart is your live show. It's, you know, in 2023, people are putting out the best music ever because we have, you know, we get to utilize software that you can have on your laptop that can make it the best production ever, which is, you know, an insane thing. So you have to be able to back that up with a good live show. And I'm glad you guys are a good live band, because that to me is super important. I love that. I mean, are you guys the type of band that goes into a studio, or are you guys the type of the band that says, hey, Joe's bedroom is over here, let's set up an SM58 and track some shit?
Well, okay. So we've always been the studio band. We've always been the kind of guys to like go in the studio and stay for a few days and just like grind it out with a producer. The John's bedroom idea is always fun though. I feel like there's something about that that's so kind of rough, but that's what makes songs like that unique that come from places like that. I think me personally, I'll probably always prefer the studio though.
I'm a studio guy. Like, I love that it keeps you, I don't know, it keeps you like motivated because it's like I'm always distracted all the time. Yeah. So going into Joe's room and recording is like, all right, well, there's snacks in the fridge, and exactly. His mom's out there, says she's sitting by the pool, she's got her boobs out, that kind of thing. Dad's got he's naked,
of course,
it's they're having a good time. So you want to I'm easily distracted. So in a studio, I feel like I much more like to push that agenda onto people because one, it gets your band together, you get to hang out, you get to feel vibes, you get, to have an engineer, a producer, and like it makes your band the best that it can be. Not saying that if you're recording in your house isn't, but
sure, yeah.
Personally, I'm a studio guy, and I think it's wonderful that you guys have that vibe, and it comes through in your music. I think it's wonderful.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure.
But so I do have another question: is what is the deal with the traffic cone?
Okay, so let me answer this question with another question. What do you think it means?
I get like caution. Go to the other lane. That's what I get. And the only reason I say that is because when I leave my house, I go down the mountain, and there's always a fucking bunch of cones that I have to go into the next lane. So that's the only reason that's in my brain, because that's what I see every single day is these damn cones that make me want to go into the next lane. So that's what I see as your band. I don't know. Caution.
So here's the thing. So you kind of hit the nail on the head because you see cones everywhere. Like everywhere anybody goes, there's going to be a cone. And in my opinion, you can ascribe whatever meaning you want to the cone. But for me personally, it's always been like, as human beings, we're never like finished as people. So the traffic cone is like usually means like there's a work in progress, there's something under construction. So it's like we're always under construction. That's it for me. I've heard other people say like it's a sign of that there's danger ahead or something like that. But really, like it could be whatever you want it to mean. That's the
I like that. Like we're still working on ourselves is the best justification of a traffic cone I've ever heard in my life. I feel like my life is a traffic cone. It's always a work in progress.
Me too. I feel you on that.
This is a construction zone.
Exactly.
That's what this is.
That's you, bro.
Go to roadhounds.io and come hang out with me in the metaverse, while we watch live shows, we go through stores, maybe we'll give away some guitars, some drums, maybe some free root beer. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want, we're going to give it away. Go to roadhounds.io and subscribe now. Come hang out with me.
So, I mean, what's next for your band? What's 2020? Again, so if anybody in the music industry anybody that's not in the music industry understands that once Thanksgiving happens, everything in the music industry just stops. It stops and everyone goes on vacation, and for the holidays, they come in the office for like 5 seconds in December, and then the world stops until after the new year. So I whenever we get to this point in the year, I just go, what's new? What's 2024 look like? Because December just doesn't exist.
Yeah, so, exactly. Spotify Wrapped has already come out.
Yeah. So is it new music? Are you guys trying to get on tours? Like what's the 2024 plan?
So as of now, we are like working on this new music. We've got some Tin Roof shows coming up next year. We've got like a few months in advance, stuff like that. And honestly, from there, the goal is to like try to get picked up by some band to go on tour with them or even headline our own tour. But that is kind of where we see ourselves going in 2024. It would be something around that area.
Yeah. So, I mean, the reason I like to ask is like, so I've joined this company called Roadhounds, as you see the big giant RH behind me.
Yeah.
We're really trying to build a community that pushes unsigned artists, that pushes, the growth of bands and things like that. There's something like Justin point is like when you subscribe to Roadhounds, a percentage of each subscription goes towards unsigned artists. We've given away investment packages, gear, all this stuff. Like, so Fantastic. We're trying to figure out what can we provide in 2024 that would help bands. And a lot of them, almost every band is like, I just want to tour. Is that your consensus too? Is that if Roadhounds was to offer help in any way, what are those bullet points of things that we can help with? Is it touring, Spotify playlists, gear, studio time? What's important to you guys?
Honestly, for us, I would say probably touring, studio time, and man, we would love to make music videos. That's for sure. We got some crazy ideas, and we can't wait to be able to show that to people.
Oh, I wonder if we do a contest that gives away a music video.
That would be fantastic. I think you should do it, bro.
Hey, Frank, Chris, if you guys are listening, write that down. We're going to give away a music video. I know Roadhounds has done it before. We're going to do it again. I think that's awesome.
All right.
I think content is king. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to like portray your music visually is fucking awesome. So, I think your band is wonderful. I love what you guys are doing. I hope you guys go to the moon and back, to be honest. And and I think if there's anything that I can portray, if you guys ever have any questions or need any help with anything, always feel free to ask me any questions. You'll actually ask me like 3 questions. Anything out over that, you're cut off.
That's fair. I can go with 3. You're like a genie.
Hey, I like that. Hey, we got to write that down.
There you go. Write it down.
Is there anything else that you guys would love to push onto the community and that we can highlight when we push this interview forward or things like that? Is, I see, do you have any new singles coming out soon? Do you have new shows coming up that we can push for you guys, or you can just tell me to go fuck off? That's the other option.
That'll be my third one. So I'll say we've got some Tin Roof shows coming out. And those are on our social medias. Instagram is probably the easiest one. That's the main one. We don't have any music scheduled to come out soon per se. So we'll probably add a lot there. But I would say the main thing is these Tin Roof shows that we've got coming up. That would be fantastic. It'd be a lot of help.
So if anybody that's listening, find Prop Hunter on social media, follow them, go to all their shows, and just tell them Balls sent you. Because then that makes me feel better and makes me feel like I've done something in this world, and it's supporting bands like Prop Hunter, and that makes me happy.
What a lad! What a great guy!
We're just trying our best out here, If you succeed, I succeed. If
there you go, exactly. That's it.
If I buy a helicopter, I want you to be able to buy a helicopter.
Yeah, bro. I would love a helicopter. I would also love some tattoos like you got, bro. How long did it take for you to get all those?
I probably have a couple 100 hours in tattoos.
Really? Damn.
I'm tattooed from my head, my butt, my legs, my arms, my palms.
Real, bro. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite?
What's your favorite tattoo? Yeah.
I have my animals tattooed on my leg.
Oh, okay.
So I have a couple of my dogs, which I'm still adding more to. I'm going to add my cats. So those are my favorite. I love animals so much that they legit mean the world to me. And also I have a Woody from Toy Story tattoo, which I also is one of my favorite. Yes.
That's unique. I have never heard of that before.
I love Toy Story. So hey, I can't help it.
That's great, bro. We need some Disney adults. You know what I mean?
Hey, here's my proclamation to the world is you guys, you've got a friend in me, Oh,
there you go.
That was a nice way to end this interview.
That was a fantastic way to end this interview.
Hey, Nick, when you edit this, can you put the theme, the "You Got a Friend in Me" song at the end? Because that's wonderful. Nick is the producer. He's to do all the stuff.
What's up, Nick?
So Nick, I don't even know if you listen to the entire interviews. To be honest, I hope you do. But no, Hunter, thank you for your time. Again, anybody listening, please listen to Prop Hunter. They have some shows coming up. You can find them on all social medias, and there's nothing else. That's it.
That's it.
Just listen and go watch them.
That's it.
Boy, you got a friend in me.
This is a virtual city where metal culture thrives, and to be honest, there's nowhere else like it. So we want to show you what it's all about, and all you have to do is go to roadhounds.io and just subscribe.